So now that we have a glorious model kit in the form of the Master Grade Extreme Strike Freedom, will Bandai give us a Mighty Strike Freedom? I don't even think they need to really change the body armor, because the Strike Freedom 2.0 armor is considerably modified compared to the original. But this one's its own beast, so I don't think it really matters. And who knows when that's going to happen? Well, a third-party company decided to do it for them. It's nice looking, isn't it? It's pretty good. Got that nice chrome. And that's one of the problems. It does have... There's another problem. Yeah, we're getting into it. It holds together okay. The problem are mostly the chrome pieces, because they're chromed on both the top and the bottom, which means there's a little bit of thickness. You can shave it down, of course, you can get rid of that extra chrome, but just, you know, be aware of that. It's going to be an issue. They just, like, even then, they do go together, there's resistance. But these weak hinges, that's not good. This one's much weaker than this one, but they're both really weak. You might be able to thicken that up a little bit. I'm not really sure, but it shouldn't be that way. Of course, if you have it straight up on the Strike Freedom, it's not going to do that much, but it still will if you move it around. Just a heads up. And yeah, there's the underside. It has some nice chrome on the bottom. And the cool thing is, there's a lot of paint going on here. The blue's painted, the red, you can see the nub marks right there. You can see the little white spot there. And on the blue right there. I think the gray is too, but they did undergate the parts. The problem is you can't undergate everything. I mean, where's the undergate for the katanas? Or like the bottom of that, right? So, it's hard to say. And yeah, katanas, it has two, where the Proud Defender that is based off of has just the one long one. This one has a short one too, which I like. I didn't like the asymmetrical look of the original. Just why not just give them two? If you're gonna put one on there, give them two. Who cares? Because I just thought having one with a katana in one hand and one with a beam saber in the other looked kind of dumb. That's just how I feel. But yeah, it does look good. Just the floppy hinges, and the holders for the katanas isn't the best, because you're kind of just wedging it into the holders, and it just I can see scratches already forming on the blade. Maybe it's a good thing they weren't chrome. I was thinking, man, these could have been chrome. Now I'm kind of glad they're not chrome, because that would be extremely more obvious. Extremely more obvious. Yeah, I just said that. But once again, it still looks good. And it has the posability. Now, okay, another thing. The wings go together. The two outer part of the wings into the gold, much like the old 1/100 no grade Strike Freedom that came out, God, 20 years now? Ugh. But yeah, it has the same kind of thing where you push it into these pegs in the center, and so it doesn't take much when you move it. They're going to start working their way out. That's just the way it is. Not really anything you can do about it. So they're going to start working their way out. Okay, I'm just going to do it like that. But yeah, that's I guess how it's supposed to be. Or is it like that? Probably like that, because that gold was really kind of blinding. And another cool thing that they did, these little parts can open up. The bigger white parts open up on the big bend. That makes sense. And the little one opens up on the smaller one. Now, are these dragoons, or are these dragoons? Because I thought I've read somewhere that they're dragoons still, like at least the gold parts, which are all hinged. But I think they're dragoons. I'm not really sure. They look like them. They're like baby dragoons, right? Like they could fire. I mean, why not? The Mighty Strike Freedom is so overpowered, you might as well give them the dragoons too, right? Why take that away? Oh, and another thing, you have the clear pink I mentioned. They also give you plates for the completely clear pieces. So if you want to have just clear, maybe it's like power down, or you want to have it a different color instead of pink, which you might, you can totally do that. Now, a word of warning, when you do open the wings up, when you move the hinge that is in the gold part to bring the gold parts up some, take it off this part that connects it to the body, just in case it was very tight and you might break it. I didn't break anything. It's not broken, but I'm just saying you might want to do that. And the connector here is also a little different, because you don't just get the one for the Extreme. You get 3 other connecters, and I'm not sure what. Well, 2 of them are for. I thought initially that it might be one of them might be for the metal build, maybe an Astray. I don't know. I should have brought an Astray up. But anyways, let's actually do this. I can shut up. Let's take the Strike Freedom Extreme version and give it the Proud Defender. And it's weird because even this connector doesn't look the same. It has the same kind of weird shape, like the main shape, but it doesn't have, it's like this is longer and it seems to be a little thicker, but the other one like that is extremely thick. So you know what? I have no idea what they're doing. Who cares, right? It does work, so it's okay. But it does go in. It's not like you gotta kind of just wrestle with it a tad, but it will go in. And now we have a Mighty Strike Freedom Master Grade Extreme. You know what? Now that I've never actually done it, and now that I've done it, I do kind of like it, but I really like the wings on the Strike Freedom. The Dragoons are awesome. They're just like, no matter what like model they're in, they're always awesome. Okay, the original, another reason I didn't like the original Master Grade is because that stupid gear system. Like, they look amazing, but the gearing system looked really dumb, so I didn't like that. But this was pretty good. Of course, you'll see, yeah, the wings. Once again, you'll be standing it straight up. This shouldn't be a huge deal. And of course, the katanas can go in the hands. And I'm sure they fit rather well in the proper holding hands, but I have the beam saber, or the beam rifles, so I'm gonna assume it is. But they look the right thickness, and I'm down with it. One more thing, and this is actually pretty awesome, and they didn't have to do it, and it's weird, but I have a little stick of magnets. They were always good for if you want to do something with a custom. But check this out. I'm not even sure if that's going to show up. LEDs on all 4 of them. They go inside and they light up. And you actually have to screw the covers on. You don't just peg them on, you have to screw them on. I was wondering why they wouldn't fit, and then I'm like, oh wait, there's screws in this. And that's why, and I think they also pulsate. Yeah. That's cool. A little trippy. And then I think they go solid and then they go off. So you got like 4 times. That's really cool, and it looks really nice. I do wish it kind of fed along the line, like the stream here, but it's like, the fact that the middle part lights up, I think is cool. Oh, that's actually not it. I forgot. We'll just go over the waterslide decals briefly. They're nice. They got the compass logo there. They're pretty nice silver and gold. There's Mighty Strike Freedom. I like it. But the other thing that I really forgot is the extra V-fin. Now, this one, you might think it looks a little weird. Yeah, it came broken. It didn't even have the end piece. It was just like that. That's why third-party companies, you put the V-fin pieces, you put them in a little thicker border on the plate to stop that from happening. Thankfully, you get 2 plates that are identical in gold, so I have a proper one that isn't broken. And this is the one where the forehead cannon, I don't remember what it's called, is opened up. Now, you still, just like the high grade, you don't have red for the jewel opening up, and it's all gold. So that's a little disappointing, but then it's still really small. I mean, look how tiny that is. So I'm not gonna complain too much that, oh boy, you can't actually get little red pieces in there. How dare you? And it actually works really well. It pegs in perfectly. Now this, I don't know, would work on any of the other Strike Freedom model kits. It might, maybe just have to modify it a little bit, but it was definitely made for the Extreme. It looks good. It looks really good. It holds fine. And you know what? I don't really mind that it's all gold. It still looks cool. Let's do a little zoom out and see what it looks like all together. Yeah, I'm liking it. But I will keep it with the original. But hey, if anything happens to the original one, then I can always say, oh yeah, I'm just having it open from now on. That's how I want it. And I have found that the backpack just moves a little bit here. See, it has a little bit of a give, but it's not falling off. It's actually really well. Even though the peg's weird shaped, it's still really like solid in there. It's weird. So this thing's great. It does have some issues. It does have a few issues, but come on, it comes with 2 katanas. It does what it's supposed to do. It gives you LEDs. I mean, that's kind of cool. Just the backpack itself does light up, and it does hold together. Just modify it a little bit with the gold chrome, so you can actually peg it in nice and secure like. And I didn't have to actually glue anything. It's solid. It's not like amazing, but they did a pretty good job.